Right, I've been off Fancam duty for a while now because can you blame me? Can you blame me? I just didn't. I did a Fancam, and Jay asked if I was mentally okay. So we didn't do Fancams for a while. It's just not been great. But yeah, in the past few games, we've now won our last three. Burnley 4-0, Fulham 1-0, smashed Wolfsberger 8-1, I think it was, on aggregate. So it's been a better week. I've been enjoying the football a bit more again, and here I am. Right off the bat, let's just say that in the world of football that we all want to see, Josh Madger's goal would have counted. It would have. That shouldn't be a handball. I don't. His hand is pressed against his side. I know it's different because one's offensive and the other one's defensive, but when we live in a world where Lamina has a handball given there and Callum Hudson-Odoi doesn't have one for reaching out and poking the ball away against United, it's a confusing time. But hey, we've had them given against us. We had the ball be kicked against was it Kane? No, Lucas, I think. We've had the ball kicked against one of our players and then be given as a handball, so on the ground. So everyone's had to deal with it. It all balances out. We were shit in the second half, but we were really good in the first half, and we should have scored more. Kane missed about 3 clear-cut opportunities. In terms of chance creation, we do edge it as the better team, I believe, especially in the first half, and that big Kane chance in the second half. But yeah, on paper, when you look at a 1-0 Tottenham win over Fulham and you see an own goal, it's not great. But Palace is at the weekend. We're in a spell now where we can get a bit of momentum and to come through this rough patch without conceding in the 89th minute, which I was convinced we would. It's good. For some things I would take away is obviously alli got the goal. He looked good, I think, but it was right to come off. Bale looks better. He wasn't. He was kind of this midpoint between what we've seen of him as a superstar and what we've seen of him as a passenger. He wasn't either. He was okay. He was good. Kane should have scored. Really concerned whenever we see the full-back partnership of Doherty and Davies. I get it has to happen. I know that Reguilon can't play every game. I know that Aurier isn't exactly trusted, but still, it's concerning. And Doherty just gets constantly skinned, doesn't he? It's concerning. But overall, I'm happy. I'm not right now because I'm really tired, and that game really just sapped the last of the energy I had out of me. But overall, good. We still are in a position where we can climb the table. The points are not insurmountable to get there. Our game in hand is against Villa. They just lost to Sheffield. Still will be a tricky game, I know, but I feel like momentum shifting in the Premier League again. We're seeing teams like United drop points now again. We're seeing teams like Leicester with their injuries catching up on them. Me and Jay discussed it the other day. It's going to be an interesting run-in, unless you're Man City. Then you've won. Yeah, no, hello, and I'm back, and hope you enjoyed this. Subscribe and like. We're doing more live things now, me and Jay, where we're talking to you guys, we're talking to each other. It's more fun than this. This is something we do, but we do more fun things than this. So yeah, tell your dad goodbye. Also, one other thing, almost forgot to mention completely. There's minus 12 seconds left of the game. Son and Kane stood over a free kick, and they just fuck it as far out of the stands into the stands as they can for the whistle to go. It's shithouser at its finest. My favourite moment of the season so far. Absolutely wonderful. I loved every second of that segment.